Hey guys, thanks you guys all for coming on. I just thought we could do a quick Zoom just to start off November, just because it's going to be a really exciting month. Sorry. Yeah, I was really excited, you guys, when they announced the bonuses. I know a lot of you guys are working towards the bonuses and the promotions, and I know myself. Did I start recording yet? I don't remember if I stopped. Oh no, I pressed record. So yeah, I know myself, I was working hard towards a promotion. It didn't happen. And then I kind of thought they'd extend the bonuses anyway. So I was really excited about that. And I know a lot of us are working really hard and have big goals with our business. So I just thought, now going into November, December, January is really when, the momentum in your business really picks up going into January. So thought we could go over a couple of things. And of course, if anyone has any other questions or anything, please ask anything or ask any questions or anything that you'd like to go over. I think I pressed record and now I'm wondering if I did or not. Okay, I think I did. Oh well, I did.
It says record, Tanis, in the corner.
Oh, look at you. But I think I already pressed record.
Yeah, I can see it. You're recording.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Tan.
You're welcome.
So thanks you guys all for coming here. So I was really excited. I know a lot of you guys have received bonuses. Congratulations to all the girls who just promoted this month. Really excited for you guys. You worked really hard. Oh my gosh, last couple of days were really crazy. It's crazy what can happen in a couple of days, leading up to a bonus and a promotion. So I'm really proud of you guys. And the ones who didn't, there's always second chances, right? There's always, and even if you don't get a bonus, I know when I went triple, I didn't get a bonus, but whatever, it's okay, right? You have to just keep going and working towards your goal. So who is planning on promoting this month? Yay.
My hand's up. You can't see
Everybody
it,
put their hands up. Everybody put their hands up. Yay.
My hands are up.
I know, your hands are up. It's like an echo. Cindy, there's like an echo. That's awesome, you guys. There's so many of you guys that are really, really close and, we missed out on last month, but that's okay, right? That's what I love so much about this business. I was talking to Jackie today, and you know what? I've basically been working towards my next promotion ever since I promoted back at the end of June. So you have to kind of keep wanting to go forward, right? Otherwise you just kind of sit in a place and there's no excitement, right? So the more you kind of, the saying success loves speed, and the more you're kind of running after and chasing after what you want, it's going to happen in your business, right? If you're not really working towards something, it's kind of hard, right? You kind of can get into a slow point in your business and you slow down, right? It's just normal. It's with anything in life, right? So you want to kind of, Krista raised her hand. I never understand this whole raising hand thing. I think she's just raising her hand to say hi. Hi, Krista. So you know what, you guys, if you're really wanting to promote, as we know, it doesn't just happen. I know the girls who promoted this month, to Emerald, Diamond, Double Diamond, Ruby, all these promotions, these girls worked really hard. I know what goes into these promotions, and really proud of them. And but it doesn't just happen, right? Like, you're always staying consistent. You're staying excited. You're staying connected with your team. It's not just going to happen by putting a post up on social media and then plugging in every now and then, right? Like, you have to be taking action. If you're working on social media, you have to be, utilizing it properly. You have to be growing your network. You have to be growing relationships. If you're doing more one-on-ones and events and parties and online stuff, you have to just be really consistent at it because people are always watching you, right? So it's really important with whatever you're doing that you stay consistent and excited and keep trying new things. Because I think some people think, I think we all work hard. I'm not saying some of you work harder over others, but there's some who really, really want this. And then there's some that are just kind of seeing what happens, right? So, hey, Victoria, thanks for coming on. So if you're, it's a different Victoria. The other Victoria's over there. So you know what, whatever you're doing, if it's working, keep doing it, of course, right? Like I talked about this with Jackie today, like you want to keep doing what's working for you. If something's not working for you, you have to try something else, right? Because you don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. I know I say this a lot, but it's really true. Like you have to find out what works for you and then just kind of run with it. You know, if you kind of have ups and downs, I mean, I had a really down week. I was sick, you know, my daughter was sick. Well, I wasn't really sick with my head and everything, but you just have to kind of get past things and not really worry about stuff like that, right? You have to, because people are watching you, right? So you have to, you know, be excited. And, you know, I think some people kind of let their daily lives get involved with their business, and it happens to all of us, right? Like we're all busy. A lot of us are moms. We have kids, we have other jobs, we have lots going on. So I totally get that. But I know a lot of you guys are programming your buffer, right? So that's really great. I love that. A lot of you guys are really utilizing that great. So that's great. And be confident, you guys. I feel like some of us, I mean, we go through slumps. I know for me, even if I feel like I'm kind of having a bad day, I don't really want to show that on social media, right? Buffer is awesome. Yeah, Heather, isn't it? I like Buffer. I know a lot of you guys are using it. I don't use it just because I'm honestly on my phone all the time. I don't need to, but I'm always making sure that I'm posting at least every 2 hours, because just how the algorithm works. I mean, you don't want to be bugging people all, it works. But if you are using social media and you're not talking about it works, like you're wasting your time, right? So if you're doing more parties and one-on-ones, that's great. But, you know, like you really want to, whatever you're doing with your business, you just have to work it, right? Another thing I was talking about with Jackie today, you guys, is about, because we were talking about some things going into November, because we're going to do a Zoom next week when I get back, is the whole third-party tool. Like I know I've talked to a lot of people's potentials and stuff, and I'm not saying just me, but ask your upline, ask someone on your team who maybe who's been in the business longer, or you just want a potential to talk to someone who's been in the business, just so someone else can talk to someone else, right? That whole third-party tool is great. That's why I love parties. That's why I love one-on-ones. I met with 2 girls just at the beginning of the week, and you know, they're both going to be joining right away. They're just waiting, you know, one's waiting on money and one's just waiting until next week. Yeah. Always great. Yeah, 3-way chatting is great, because Tara and I, she just signed up a distributor who I got to chat with too. It's just nice. And, you know, Andrea had someone who just signed up who I got on the phone with. It's just nice hearing from someone else. I'm not saying I'm the queen and I'm going to do it for you. That's not what I mean. I mean, a lot of you guys can close distributors fine, but this business is a numbers game. So if you're not bringing in distributors and customers, it's hard to grow, right? So you can't just depend on your team, your downline, your upline. It's basically on you, right? You have to be, I know for me, I'm always looking for new distributors and customers. I don't just wait every month and kind of see what happens. I'm always intentional in taking action and looking for new people to join my team, because it's just the way it is. People quit. People join the business. They don't do anything. People join, they think they're going to make all this money by doing nothing. You know what I mean? Or, you know what, you have to just keep finding those people who are going to run the business with you, right? So you have to just keep, that's true. Yes. Thanks, Monique. It's true. So you guys, do some of you feel like you have a hard time closing distributors, or anyone needs help with anything with closing customers or distributors? I don't want to keep this Zoom super long, but I know a lot of you guys are signing up lots of distributors and customers. And then I know for myself, I can sign up distributors, but unless I talk more about the products, I have a hard time signing up customers. It's just the way it goes, because I focus so much on the distributor part. Even I had someone this morning message me, and she's like, I'm really just interested in trying the products. And then I just started talking about the business all of a sudden. She's like, oh, tell me a little bit more about that. So I always bring it up with my customers, my potentials, just because it's like, you know, you never know who might be interested, right? So this whole raise hand thing keeps going up. So I know a lot of you I talked to earlier in the week and on the weekend, a lot of you are wanting to promote this month. So, you know what, honestly, if you're working your business and you're trying new things and you're doing, like, I know I talk about this all the time. If you don't want to do parties, that's fine. But I mean, I love doing parties. I know a lot of you are doing one-on-ones and parties, and I still think it's really great. I mean, social media is great, but you have to really grow relationships that way, right? So again, it's a numbers game. Like, you have to keep talking to people and offering them the opportunity and telling them about the products, you know? So I just wanted to go a little bit over that. Anybody, I had a couple of you on here saying, you know, I don't want to bug anybody and I don't want to, you know, message people and invite them. I mean, if you're going to be worried about bugging people or about messaging people or worried if someone's not going to come, you know, to your event, you just have to do it anyway. Like, I have done parties so many times online, in person, and it's like buzzing. Fuzzy here. My internet's kind of weird. You guys hear me? What's that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to let you go after you guys are completely cutting out.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? One of you guys say something? Because I can't, no one's saying anything.
It's really bad. It's like very fuzzy.
It's very fuzzy. Hey, can you turn off? Okay, sorry. I have like Jay and Charlie. We're all on mute right now. Sorry, guys. Okay, good, that fixed. Sorry, guys. I kept talking and everyone's staring at me, not saying anything. I didn't know. I was like, hello? You guys are all looking at me like, hello. So that
Definitely
was
better.
what I wanted to go over. I know for myself, I have really big goals this month and the next couple months. So I kind of wanted to know what everyone else's goals were. You know, who wants to talk to me?
Maybe we should all go around and say what our goal is.
Yeah, that's okay. The internet's terrible. You got to turn that off. Okay.
Oh no, everyone's leaving.
All right, I'll start.
All
I'm
right.
claiming executive, but I'm pretty sure I can hit Ruby.
Yeah, you can. Awesome. And what are you going to do to get that? You're working hard. You're being really consistent.
Yes.
You're reaching out to lots of people. You are not shy. Tara is not shy. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. All
right, someone else can go.
Carissa just posted below she's going diamond. Yes, she is. She was ready to go there last month, but this month she's ready for it. I know they're just finishing up a party right now. That's awesome. And you know what? All for these promotions, you guys, you have to see on your team who's running with you, right? I mean, you can't promote unless you have people who are wanting to promote with you, and you have to work with those people. Otherwise, it's hard to promote, right? So you need to find those people on your team, and if you don't have people on your team, okay, Monique, can you talk? I know you're messaging. Okay, so Monique wants to go Emerald. Okay, Monique, what are you going to do to go Emerald? Okay, maybe she's not there. Maybe she's at work, or maybe she's typing. Okay, so basically, honestly, with every promotion, I know, like I said before, like you have to have a plan of action, right? You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to go Ruby this month. I'm going to go Emerald this month. Like, you have to, you know, be trying new things, you know, being consistent and excited and passionate about what you're doing and being confident is everything. You don't need to know everything. I know there's lots of newbies on here. Consistency and utilize. Sorry, at work. That's okay. Consistency and utilizing. I'm losing a voice a little. Okay. Oh, no worries. No worries. So yeah, just trying new things, you guys. So she's just, sorry, I have so many people. Okay, you guys, instead of typing me, can you just talk instead? Because I have so many people typing me down here. I can't. Can you just talk instead? Heather, talk instead, okay?
Hi guys.
Hi.
I've had 4 loyals sign up so far. I have 2 that are really interested. One said for sure she was signing up in the morning. One said to contact her on lunchtime. So hopefully I'll have more, but I've been having a hard time finding distributors so far.
You just signed up.
I know, but
You're
I'm
a rock star. Like, she literally signed her customers like right away. And you've been introducing people on the page. That's the thing, you guys. You want to keep introducing people on the page. And if people aren't signing up, ask your upline, ask your diamond leader, ask me why you're having a hard time closing people, right? Because it's all, I talked about with Jackie today, you have to be, I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong, but you have to try something else if that's not working, right? So if you're having a hard time signing up distributors or customers, you talk to your upline and let them help you, right? But Heather, you're doing awesome. She's
Thanks.
brand new. You just started. Have you been in like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 weeks.
Today I think was actually 3.
Okay, 3 weeks. That's awesome. And you'll sign up those people. And you had someone that is going to do a party, right?
Yeah, I got an email about doing a party. She said that she's going to call me in the morning, so I'll talk to her then.
And it's someone you don't even know, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I just left a card. I left some cards out where I work at in like the lobby, and it's a doctor that actually works at our office that is contacting me.
That's
so
awesome.
That would be great if she wanted to do a party.
Yeah, that's
Said,
awesome.
yeah, let's do a party. And then I, asked her if she'd heard of our products before, and she said that she hadn't. She was like, should I try the wraps before, I bring this up to my friends? And I told her not necessarily. A lot of people would just wrap all together and then everybody share their experience. But
That's awesome. Good job, Heather.
thank you.
That's awesome. Does anyone else want to talk?
And so she's a doctor? She's an actual doctor?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, it's really cool. Good job.
That's awesome. Heather's great. So Heather and I met because Jen signed her up, and Heather and I chatted a little bit first. She was already going to sign up, but we just had a little chat. It's always nice. And I feel like I know Heather more now as compared to someone else who just signs someone up, and you know what I mean? You have that connection right away. You know what I mean? So I love that. I don't understand this when people keep raising hands and lower hands. I don't understand. Am I supposed to raise and lower my hand back? I don't get it. Sorry, Chris, I don't get it. You raise your hand. Does that mean you want to talk?
I did it when you asked a question, and it was like, who's promoting? So it was like, I am.
I was like raising hand. I feel like I'm a teacher. Sorry, I was confused. So I know Robin has some big goals. I know because we were talking the other day. So you know what? I know you guys, honestly, it doesn't, sorry everyone that I'm late. Kyra, that's okay that you're late. I'm glad that you're here. Yeah, everybody tell me your goals. There's like 25 of us on here. I like to hear everybody's goals. It's good to just tell everybody.
Diamond.
Double diamond.
Yeah.
Double diamond.
All right. Ruby. Kyra says Ruby. You guys, I want you all to talk to me.
I want to go Ruby too, but I'm not going on video because I'm eating Oreos and I'm watching the Jets game. Sorry.
That's okay. I already gave you a pass because you told me that.
Yeah.
Oreo too.
Nice. I want to go Emerald this month, tennis.
Okay, and what are you doing to get Emerald, Gretel?
I'm doing a lot of follow-ups. So all those people that, I talked to a while back and they weren't ready yet, or, it wasn't the right time. I'm kind of getting back to them now again and following up with them and growing my social media and just building a lot of relationships.
Awesome. And you welcomed someone the other day. That's awesome.
Yes. Yes.
Was that someone you met online?
Well, she was.
You signed as a customer, right?
Yeah, she did.
That's right,
She ended
yeah.
up
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So, but hopefully she changes her mind, and she was really interested in being a distributor, but just wants to try the wraps first. And
Yeah.
then from there.
And she follows everything on the page. I always
She
see that.
does.
That's awesome.
She likes everything. So she's watching.
Yeah.
she's definitely
Wait, another thing, you guys, and that's awesome. Another thing, you guys, if you have people who are on the page and they've been on for like more than like a week, let's take them off, just because I feel like if people know that they can just kind of hang out on the page, they'll just take their time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then when you say, you know what, I really want, I'm happy to have you on the page and you're always welcome back. But if they feel like that they can just kind of hang out on the page, they could hang out there for a couple months and just keep hanging out, right? But this way, if they're maybe just not ready right now, that's fine, Gretel. But if she's not really ready to be a distributor, you might say, you're welcome to come back. I'll keep you on the page for a couple more days.
I think for her it was more of a money thing.
Okay.
She wasn't ready to spend that much, but I mean, she spent like $100. She bought the skinny wrap, and so it's kind of like, for an extra little bit, you could have signed up, but sometimes
She's in the U.S., right? So she spent like $69, and then the kit was $99.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
get it. Some people just want to try first. And
Yeah.
that's fine,
Yeah. But she
That's
really
awesome.
needs the money. I mean, she's.
How did you meet her, Gretel?
She was sent to me by, remember Edie? How do you say her name? Edith? She was
Edith?
one of B's girls.
Oh, yeah.
So you know how she dropped off. And one day she just messaged me saying that she had this girl interested in the wraps. And so
That's awesome.
I added her on Facebook, and then this girl kept messaging and asking questions. So I kind of just been chatting with her for a while, and finally got on the phone last week, and then she signed up the day after or something.
Well, that's awesome. I love that. That's, everybody's a potential, you guys. Like, I had a couple people messaging me this morning who haven't liked or commented on anything, but I know I say this all the time, and you guys really don't have to listen to me, but make it about you and your life. Don't just copy people's posts. I know yesterday I was out and I was getting stuff for Harley because she was sick, and I was like, oh my God, I haven't put up a post for like 2 hours. So I put up a post quick, and it was kind of like blah, and it was about the, about the new set and everything. But just because I wanted to get something posted on Facebook, right? But when the more time you take and you really like personalize and make the posts about you and your life and like why you're doing it works, that's why people are going to join. You know what I mean? Don't just put up a post that doesn't sound like you. You know what I mean? I was joking around with Jackie because I see some people post. I'm not saying anyone on here, but sometimes it just looks so like, like salesy, and you want to make it about like you and your life and like why you're doing it works. Right. So, okay. Who else is promoting this month or the next couple months? I think everybody's kind of working towards promotion, because here's the thing. If you're not working towards a promotion, you don't really have any goals. Right. So then your business kind of stays kind of like nothing really happens. Right. But if you're always kind of excited about a promotion, then you're working towards something.
And can I just say, I know you say this and we always say it all the time, but it happens so often. People who never like or comment or message you are always watching. Literally this morning, I ended up having almost an hour-long conversation with a girl I've known her husband since we're 11. So like our good chunk of our lives. And they do not comment, not even on anything, not even on the pictures of my kids, nothing. They've been on my Facebook for a decade. This morning, she messaged me completely out of the blue and was like, hey, so I want to know more about joining your It Works team and and I want to set up a video. And I the most I've spoke to them in the last decade is like, happy birthday, and they do not like on anything. They do not comment on anything. And they were the last people I would have ever
They're probably watching your videos too.
right? But I mean, it happens all the time where, we'll post something and nobody will like it. And we'll be like, oh, nobody liked my post. I guess it wasn't good, or nobody wants to join my team because, but they're watching you. All
It Works people like my stuff.
Yeah, that's, your team are the only people who like anything.
And that's fine. It's because I know I watched someone for a year. I didn't like anything. I just kept watching her. I'd like go and stalk her page and I would just keep watching, and then they message you, and then, cause you have to invite them like into your life. Right. And they need to see that you're confident and excited about what you're doing. And that it's important to you. Right. Because if it's not important to you and it just looks like you're just putting up a post to put up a post, people know that, right? Like, I mean, I have so many direct sales people on my Facebook, and like you can tell which ones are doing well. I actually follow this one girl. She's with a different company, and she is so motivating and inspiring. I just love the post she puts, a lot of motivational stuff, and I just will watch her videos. It's nothing to do with her direct sales. It's just other stuff that she posts. And she's just really inspiring, and I can see why she's successful, right? So you have to find out what works for you. I know I say this all the time, but you have to have a why, and you have to be sharing your why with people. Every single time I talk to someone about becoming a distributor, I talk to them about why I joined and what this has done for me. And if you're brand new and you're not at like the rank you want to be at yet, that doesn't matter. You can just say, I'm going to be diamond in the next couple months and I'm earning a $10,000 bonus. And, and it doesn't matter if you're brand new or if you're just getting your first distributor or, you're starting, rebuilding again. I had to rebuild. I got to diamond. I had to rebuild. What's her name? I would like to look her up. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you her. But yeah, like there's people that are going to drop off. Like there's people that quit in this business. I put up a post today and we said it before. It's like a gym membership, right? Like you have to just keep trying to bring in distributors and customers. The steps to success, right? And if you're not trying to do that every month, like it's hard to promote, right? So you have to be really wanting to try. You can't just kind of wait and kind of, stick around and kind of see, oh, maybe I'll get a customer this month. We have a distributor about to sign up. Tori just texted me. We have a distributor who's signing up and she's like, oh, like maybe I'll just kind of see how it goes and see if I can sign anybody up. Well, that's not the attitude you want to have doing this. You want to be like, okay, I'm doing this because this is a lot of work, this business. Most of us are here because, we want to do well and, we want to, change lives and we want to change our life, right? Like we don't put in all this work just to make like $5 a month, right? I mean, I've had ups and downs, but I keep working hard every month. And even if one month is really hard, like you guys, and I'll say this, I'm on this ambassadors page now and everybody was complaining about October because they said anytime it's an election month, they say that sales are down just because they were saying Nike, Apple, McDonald's, Starbucks, just sales are down just because of the whole election. Now, I mean, honestly, you guys, I had my best month. My volume went up like 25,000. And I'm telling you this because a year ago I was like rebuilding. And I mean, I had some great girls on my team like Victoria, Robin, and, Chelsea had just started out. But you know what? Like I was rebuilding, but I didn't let anybody really know that. I mean, some of my girls knew that I was, working hard at growing my team again, but it's okay. I was still able to just keep going. And then, I went double and then I went triple and now I'm going to go presidential and then I'm going to go ambassador, right? But you have to have the mindset that, we have ups and downs in our business. I've had people quit and then, they thought they were working hard and literally they worked 1 month and they're like, oh, this is hard. And I'm like, well, what have you done in your business? And they didn't really do anything, right? So you can't judge your business off of 1 month, right? Like, I mean, that's not fair. If you're giving it your all and you're working really, really hard, you can do really well, but you can't have excuses. I mean, I know we're all busy. I get that. If you're busy, set up your buffer the night before. Tara and I were talking about this, like she had a really busy day and she's like, if I didn't have my buffer set up, I wouldn't have been able to post at all, and, she's getting customers and distributors and, I'm just saying that as an example because we talked earlier, right? But, if you really want to make this work, you just have to put in the work, right? Joanna, what's your goals this month? Other Joanna, because we talked to other Joanna.
Hey,
hi, Joanna.
which one?
You.
Oh, me.
Joanna's the tights girl. You guys.
Leggings, not tights.
Leggings, sorry. Leggings. Jeggings?
No. Me and Tori we're actually just talking about this as far as goals for this month. Honestly, I'm trying to be strategic about it. I want at least emerald, but I'm really pushing for diamond.
And you can do it.
But
you have the attitude and the mindset that you can do it.
Timing is everything. So I'm trying to be strategic about it.
That's awesome.
I don't know how else to say that. I'm getting a bonus this month though.
Awesome.
I don't care which one it is, but I'm getting a bonus.
And you will. You will.
Oh.
Does anybody else want to share what their goals are for this month? Florence, are you there? See your dad.
I'm here.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
What are
How
your
are
goals
you?
this month? I'm good. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just kind of going around.
No, it's all good.
Everybody.
I'd like to go, Ruby.
Yeah? You totally will.
Yep.
You totally
Working
will.
hard, being consistent, just like somebody else was just saying there earlier, following up with leads that I've had.
Yeah. That's awesome. And you guys also, if you have people like I was talking about this again with Jackie today, if you have some leads that are kind of not going anywhere, just kind of like not forget about them. You can always go back to them, but don't focus on the same people. Because I made that mistake sometimes, and it's draining, and they sometimes like don't get back to you, and you don't want to like hound people to sign up, right? Just move on to the next person, and eventually those people come around, you know? But awesome, Florence. Thank you. Who else? Sue? Oh, Sue's on the phone. Sorry. She's on the phone. That's okay. Who else wants to talk to me?
I have a question.
Yeah.
You were just talking about when you're talking to potentials, how you want to talk about your experience and how it's going for you. How much should you concentrate on talking about you instead of like, trying to like tell them what this business can do for them? So how much should you do of
I honestly
about you should you do? Like I feel like I don't want to overdo it because it's not about me at that time. It's
I know what you're saying, but they're joining you. They're joining you though, right? So they want to know why you're doing it works.
Okay.
So I honestly, not want to say like I talk about myself, right? But I do tell people like my story,
okay,
and why you're doing it and what it's done for you. I mean, whether it's like the friendships or, you're excited about where you're going in the business. I mean, you don't need to tell people that you're making $50,000 a month and tell them all this stuff, right? Like I don't go into details with people about stuff like that. But I think for the most part, and I send people the compensation plan for sure if they want to see it. And I mean, actually Jackie and another Jackie from Australia, we're going to do a Zoom on like the compensation plan. Just because once you get to like diamond and above, really learning about how the compensation plan works, it's really, really important how you take advantage of getting paid. But for the most part, you guys, and I'm not saying this to sound like, most of us are doing this because we want to make money, right? I mean, it's fun and everything, but most of us are doing this because, it's an amazing opportunity and, we love the products, we're sharing the opportunity, but we're doing this for ourselves, right? There's she went. Gretel, you went over there. I don't know. That's funny. You were over there and then you went over there. But I know what you mean. I know you mean like you don't want to talk all about yourself, but I mean, honestly, I say the same thing to every single distributor potential. Like I tell them my story. I tell them like why it works, like why the company it works. I say we have the best compensation plan. I also tell people, I'm also very truthful with people. I tell them I checked out other I checked out other direct sales. I find out what their why is and why they are wanting to join. And I don't make it all about work. It works. I just kind of talk a little bit about everything because I think the most important thing is that every single person you're talking to is different. But the same thing that has to stay the same is your story. You have to perfect your story. Once you perfect your story and you sound super confident and you're excited to share what you have with people, you will sign up distributors, right? But you have to have a story. You have to have a why. You can't just say, oh yeah, I do, it works, it's fun. Like people are going to join you because they want to hear your struggles. They want to hear, I share with people like my struggles and, whether you have big struggles or not, you don't have to say you're like the Duns and you had to sell your couch and everything to buy the kit. But, I'm honest with people and I tell people that, we weren't in the best place when I joined and I decided you really have to have a big why to do well, right? I mean, if you're already making like $10,000 a month at your current job, you probably don't have a real force to have to work your business so hard, right? But if you really have a strong why, I mean, I know for me, I'm a very hard on myself, and I'm a very competitive, confident person. But, you know, you have to kind of, I actually had a guy message me the other day, and he told me I was, what did he say? I was not snobby. What did he say? Oh, it was really rude, whatever it was. And he basically called me a snob. And I said, excuse me? I forget what he said. Oh, what was the word? Oh, it was something really rude. Anyway, I said, excuse me? And I just kind of was like, and he's like, well, that got your attention, didn't it? And I was like, okay, like, good for you. And I just kind of like stopped talking to him. I don't know who he was. He wasn't even a friend of mine. He just messaged me and I opened it up, and it was just some creepy guy, right? But that upset me. And then I was like, you know what? Who is this guy? Like, I'm not going to let some idiot kind of ruin my day, right? But where I'm going with this is that people need to see, people are joining you, right? So they need to know why you're doing it works. You know what I mean? Like, all these top earners, all these people who got to the top, they all have, all these people who are recruiting people like crazy, they share their story with everybody, 100%. You know? So Gretel, I don't know what you say to potentials, but find out, you know, if you want to practice with Victoria or me, or you have to find out what you're saying. You can't just be like, oh, do you want to join It Works? And they ask you questions and you're like, okay, yeah, get back to me. Like, that's, you're not going to sign up distributors that way.
No. Usually when I get on the phone,
I'm not saying you do that. I'm just saying.
I'm pretty confident. Like, I get ready for it, and so to make sure that I sound confident. If we're just messaging, it's a little bit more comfortable. Like, they can't hear my voice. But when it's a phone call, I try to make sure that I'm ready for it. So
yeah,
I get ready.
Voice messaging a lot of people. I voice message people. I actually.
I'm shy with voicemail.
Oh, I love doing it. And then I just kind of like sound silly sometimes. And I'm like, oh, sorry, girl. Haha. And I just kind of make a joke out of it. But you have to be really bold and confident in this, whether you feel like it or not. Like, I don't want to say fake it before you make it. Because when I first joined, I've always been a confident person, but when I joined It Works, I really had no idea what I was doing. I was like, oh, I'm going to go Ruby, Emerald, and Diamond, but I had no idea about the charts. I had no idea what I was doing, but I was just like, but I was able to sign up distributors and customers just because I was putting myself out there, and I just kept doing it, you know?
Who is that that says something? I think, is it Jackie? Because she doesn't like that fake it till you make it. I think she says like, believe it or something. Believe it.
Yeah, and I don't mean fake it. Like, I don't mean to sound like. Yeah, I don't mean to like lie to people, but I mean,
of course.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Victoria. Like, I mean, like, or faith it to you, whatever they say.
I was gonna say, faith it until you make it.
Yeah.
Have faith in yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying not to be yourself. Like, I don't want to.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like, you're always gonna want to be. You're always going to want to be you. You always have to be you. You may talk to 10 people and only relate to one. Like, if you're not doing It Works for the money, but you're doing it for, to stay home with your kids, that's huge, because you are going to find someone else that isn't doing it necessarily for the money, but wants to do it because they want to be home with their kids. They could be at a job where they're making tons of money, but they barely see their kids,
Oh my God. But most likely, if they stay home, I know for me, I know a lot of you guys are already lucky, and, I'm not saying already lucky, but I know for me, I couldn't have stayed home with my daughter. Like, I had to have that income, you know what I mean? So, and for me, this isn't only, for that, this was for me too. Like, I really needed something for me. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think this changes you a lot. The more you go up and you reach your goals, and it really changes you as a person, But I agree with what Victoria says, because there's a lot of people who, they might be stuck at a job and sending their kids to daycare, and then it could be the same as them staying home and doing, It Works and making, because once you start getting to like, ruby, emerald, diamond, you're making good, you're making decent money,
Yeah,
So-
and that's the thing. Like I had a girl message me today. So I added her probably 2 months ago. I've been liking her stuff. She's never commented on any of my stuff. She's never liked any of my stuff. Today I just got a random message from her saying, it didn't even say hi or anything like that. It just said, hold on 1 second. It just said something like, hey, no, she didn't even say hi. She just said, my husband and I both work, but we never get ahead, so they're both working jobs. She works in a hospital. He's like a private investigator or something. She said, but they have bills up to their eyeballs. And it's not bills that it's not like they're splurging on things, things they can't afford. It's just everyday bills. They just can't ever get ahead, so it just, she wants to find another way. She doesn't necessarily want to be a stay-at-home mom, but what they're doing right now isn't working for them. And, because she works in a hospital, she said she sees death every day. She realizes how, short life is. And she doesn't want to just be stuck paying bills until she dies, basically. That's, a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah. I agree. Does anyone have anything else? I kind of want to keep it short. Sorry. It's like 8:44 now. I got to pack. Oh my gosh.
Tan, I wanted to say something really quick on the whole fake it till you make it thing.
Yeah.
That I know a lot of people get like a bad taste in their mouth when you say that, but every single top earner and every single personal development book that I've read lately has said
writing books now?
has said to live and act as though you're already where you want to be.
Exactly.
And that's what we mean by that. When we say fake it till you make it, we don't mean lie.
Yeah.
We just mean portray where you want to be now as if you're already there.
Yeah.
Because that's called attraction marketing.
Yeah.
And that's when you're going to have people come to you.
Exactly.
I don't reach out to a lot of people for potential distributors. I don't.
They come to you. Yeah.
I don't do a lot of cold messaging. I just don't like it. I have a ton of people come to me because I do attraction marketing, and I literally, display like I'm already where I want to be, and I'm that confident in it.
Yeah.
And that's what and that's what we mean when we say fake it till you make it. Yes.
We all just borrow your baby and then we'll just he's so cute. But it's true. It's really true. That's why you have to be confident and bold, and people will come to you, right? They will.
They will.
I mean, it doesn't work for everybody, but I know what you're saying. That's why I think personal development is so important, because you have to stay pumped up in this business. You have to. I mean, I don't read a lot of books, but I will watch videos. I'll go to people's, pages to see, certain quotes, and I like stuff like that. Right. But I don't sit and read books because I honestly don't have time. I'm just, not that I don't.
I don't either. I listen to them.
Yeah, I could make time, but I just don't.
I listen to them on Audible.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's lots of Audible ones. So.
Audible's awesome.
But yeah, does anyone else have any? But I totally believe that, because I know like February, March, I'm going to be ambassador, and I know the people, pretty much the people that I know who are going to work with me. And obviously people are promoting, right? Everybody needs to kind of promote. I want everyone to promote, right? Because I want them to promote. Promotions don't happen. Like someone doesn't go diamond by having an emerald and a ruby and, 2 rubies underneath the emerald. You know what I mean? So, if you're plugging in and working and your upline sees that, they're working with you, right? But if you're not like really caring, it's hard to help, right? You can't help people if they're not really putting in the work themselves too, right? So that's really important. Because I know Chelsea put up something on the page. I know those girls are packing and getting ready right now. But I just wanted to do a quick thing to connect with everybody before I left and everything. But it's true, like, your time is very valuable in this, and you want to spend your time with the people who are working their business, right? I mean, I feel like I pour into a lot of people and I talk to a lot of people, but at the end of the day, I can't try and keep helping someone if they don't care about their business, right? Because that's not helping me in my business, right? But I mean, I always want people to do well. I want them to want it for themselves, but they have to want it for them before I can want it for them, so. But did anyone have anything else quickly? And then I'll just load this up to the page, and I appreciate you guys all getting on.
Thank you.
Yeah. And again, if you're having trouble signing up customers and distributors, talk to your upline. Talk to your, whoever signed you up, or your diamond or your double diamond or your triple diamond, or I'm really excited. There's lots of diamonds popping up here. This month too, there's lots of girls running for diamond, and it's exciting. Like, it's exciting going through. I pull all my reports and everything, and I know where everybody's at and everything. And it's exciting seeing who's who's signing people up, and who's working really hard. And I know for me, you guys, it's the whole harvesting, right? It's all planting the seeds. Like, you could work really, really hard one month and you might not sign up a bunch of customers and distributors, but the next months after that, all those people you've been connecting with and growing relationships, those people are going to jump on board, right? But you have to just stay consistent and excited and just keep growing.
I have to fully agree with that. Like, I seriously just fell off, honestly, because I had that family emergency happen at the end of my first month in the business.
Yeah.
And literally, what was it, last week, I woke up one morning and I had this message, hey, call me, I need to talk to you about It Works. So
Aww.
By like 3-4 days later, I had her signed, and then the same night we had that boom sale, I had somebody else signed. So it was
That's
just
awesome.
me getting back in it and picking it back up and keeping the consistency.
Yeah.
It's just,
because it's normal. We have things happen in our lives, and I mean, in family and our kids and jobs, mental stress, and I think all of us deal with something. For sure, all of us deal with something. None of us are perfect. I mean, Robin's perfect, but
I mean, that's why I messaged you. I was like, oh my gosh, please don't think I've quit. I didn't quit.
No,
but I had that,
and you never have to.
Everything happens.
Yeah, I know. Like, I feel like, and some things are really important. I know a lot of people are going through some. Robin, I was just making sure that you weren't sleeping. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I just like to bug Robin because it's fun. She knows I love her, but yeah, like it's normal. And I know this business can be very mentally, it's very mentally, right? Right. So I know I vent to Jay, and he's like, oh my God, stop, all these women, like, I'm not talking about you guys, but I'm like, when you're venting about your family or something, and I usually vent to him, or I'll vent to my other leaders too, right? But I'm not going to vent to someone who's brand new, and because I still have the same struggles that everybody else has, So, and I was talking about that with Jackie today, and Jackie's been Presidential Diamond for years, and she comes to me about stuff, and I help her with stuff, and I go to her, and we've become really close friends, but she, needs help in certain areas, and I go to her because that's who I learned everything from. So you really need to learn, if there's someone who you're upline, you want to keep learning from people, right? Don't just think you know everything. You joined and you don't want to listen to your upline who tells you to stay consistent, who tells you to do parties, who tells you to grow your network, because they're trying to help you and work with you and, promote with you, right? Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to shut this down.
Okay, girlie.
Do I have anything else? No? Everyone's good?
Everyone's good.
Yay.
Thanks, Janice.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Have
Thank
fun on your
you.
cruise.
Have a fun trip.
Thanks. I hope I don't fall off.
Janice, I'll see you Saturday.
Andrea has to be your babysitter.
Yeah, Andrew's my babysitter, you guys. I got more pain meds the other day. My head's been bad. Harley bonked me in the head. So yeah, I have a migraine. But maybe the boat, I'll be it'll make me feel better.
Nice.
For sure. All right, guys, thank you. And I'll still be on my phone and everything, but if I don't message you back, it's probably because I don't have service or something, or yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting eaten by a shark. I'm just joking.
Last year they had a BOGO deal. I wonder if they're going to announce something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, last year on the cruise they announced a BOGO deal.
Yeah, they did.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep, you guys are going to keep doing stuff through November. I know they are, because I think everyone in direct sales apparently had a slow month in October. So they had such a great month in September, and then they want to just keep, bye everyone. Bye, Florence. All right, you guys, I'm going to load this up to the page. Talk to you later. Thanks for coming on. Bye.
Bye.
Have a great November. Bye.